I'm Allan Arkush, and this is Trails from Hell. I was born in New Jersey, and that's why I love Westerns. And when I was a kid, I used to go to the Lee Theater in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and watch them, and three of my favorites were Rio Bravo, Shane, and the subject of today's trailer from 1959, The Horse Soldiers. The movie is directed by John Ford, who received an Oscar nomination and a DGA award for it. In fact, Ford has said in interviews that the two biggest passions of his life was the Civil War first and making movies second. He put together an all-star team of William Clothier as his director of photography and his editor Jack Murray, who he worked with on The Searchers, The Quiet Man, and She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. The cast is, of course, John Wayne. William Holden, a little more urban and sophisticated actor than you usually find in a Ford picture, plays a doctor who's committed to healing. In fact, that's the source of conflict between him and John Wayne. Constance Towers made a screen debut in this, and she appears later in two of my favorite movies, Shock Corridor and The Naked Kiss. Althea Gibson plays the maid Lukey. Althea Gibson broke the color barrier at Wimbledon. The story is based on a true event about a 600-mile raid behind enemy territory.
Of two horse soldiers who had a private war to fight.
If, maybe, perhaps. What's the matter, medicine man?
Throw section hand, I've had you. Strip your blouse. What are the rules gonna be, Colonel?
Just make up your own. Oh.
Ford, being the Civil War buff that he was, also found an event where a boys' school went and attacked the Union Army. And he recreated it. And it's one of the highlights of the picture, especially when one of the young boys' mother locks him up in his bedroom and he jumps out the back window and goes off to war. He's captured and given a good spanking. The other great scene in the picture is when the veterans of the Confederacy, those that are too old, too lame, and too wounded, gather together and attack the Union at their station. The scenes where William Holden chooses to heal the Confederate soldiers as well as the Union soldiers are really the source of conflict between him and John Wayne. It's a very interesting movie and deserves more praise than it gets.
The English charm me with their smile, and yet they fail to find